Beverly with the Intuitive Interior. Time for day 8 out of our 9-day series going around the Bagua map. So as promised, today is all about finding ways to make money now. You know how you do that? By capitalizing on the northeast sector of your space. This is the skills and knowledge sector. Well, what does that have to do with making money? Oh, it has everything to do with it, because what you know and how and how to do things, that's how you actually do your job every day. So like, for example, up until now, I had no idea how to pull videos down from Facebook so that I could then create a YouTube channel. Well, guess what? If I didn't learn the skill to do this, particular technological thing, there of course would be no way that I could ever have a YouTube channel. Just as, if I didn't know coding, I wouldn't be able to make a living doing, coding stuff. Can you tell technology is one of those things where we have a love-hate relationship? But what helps to get over that hump of being intimidated by learning something new is by taking a look at what your current skill set is, and then looking at, well, what is what is something that I like to do, and what are some other bits and pieces of knowledge that I could get for myself in order to make me more valuable, either to an employer, to be able to harness all of that cool stuff that that is out there, and what is it that I need for myself to feel confident in what I already know. Because sometimes the biggest skill that you can get is that self-confidence. So anyway, the skills and knowledge sector, it is over here in the earth sector. It's an earth element. Again, the earth element, and we covered that a couple of days ago, but the earth element is one that is slower moving. It's typically very grounded. Obviously, earthenware, pottery, dirt is earth element, rocks, crystals, things like that all are the earth element. But it's also things that are lower to the ground, lower profile pieces of furniture. The most comfortable sofas to sit on are those that are lower to the ground. You'll notice in certain design elements that the little skirts that that used to hang over the edge of the sofa to cover up the feet, that particular design element is more of an earth type of a design. It's more yin. It's one of, let's just come sit down, just let us snuggle you. And then you'll see sofas without the skirt, and it's a little bit more active. It's not quite as inviting to just come and plop and turn into a couch potato. So that is something that I look at when I'm coming into a person's home, and I look into their earth, any of the earth elements, but especially the skills and knowledge. If they're struggling with trying to get ahead or trying to find a job that they feel really suits them, I look to see, is there a balance of that yin and yang element, as well as is there too much earth energy in there? Because if you think about it, if your entire setup is one of overstuffed, down low to the ground, really, an overabundance of yin colors, of course, you're never going to actually get the motivation to get out and move and do stuff. So you have to bring things in, break things up. And conversely, if you don't have enough grounding, well, you just maybe all up here in the head in the clouds, and I'm just going to sign up for every online class there is, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to learn that, and you buy all the supplies, and then you never are grounded long enough to actually follow through. So that's what I like to look for when I'm checking out this stuff. So as a refresher, the terms, the personality type terms for earth element is peacemaker, supportive, caretaker, nurturing, practical, indecisive, patient, worrier, enduring, avoids conflict, stable, grounded, reliable, harmonious, and secure. The color blue in that sector throws people off because they think, oh, well, that means it's water. No. What's confusing about it is that traditionally the color blue has been kind of associated with knowledge, with the guru on the mountaintop, you know. And so that's why the blue is there. But yeah, like yellow is a big earth color, an earth element color. You can get some orange in there too. It's oranges that mix between fire and earth, and since fire creates earth, it works. Of course, browns, tans, you know, anything like that's what we're kind of looking at. And as far as the intangible, now that I've covered some of those tangibles, because, you know, you get the wind and water, the intangible and the tangible. The intangible sense that I like to bring in here are, actually I got 3 different ones that I'm gonna play with. The first one is called brain power. And again, this is a Young Living blend that it's just delightful. And the other one is Bright Future. This one I got from the Revive company. And again, it's another one of those. I like, so let me kind of back up. Brain power is for if you're feeling like you got a lot of mental fogginess and it's like cannot quite get past what do I want to do and what should I focus on and what class should I take and should I really spend time learning Mandarin? Bright Future is one for I have so many options, I just can't even figure out which way to go. So that's kind of, you know, to help motivate and clear out the path for you to move towards what it is that you're looking to do. And then of course the last one, this one is, I don't even know, GYA. I pulled this one off. It's just basic Roman chamomile, regular chamomile. Any chamomile essential oil that you find usually out in the wild or Sprouts or Whole Foods is going to be the Roman chamomile. Now there is a German chamomile and that's good too, but that one I would honestly recommend that the German chamomile, contact me offline because there's some things about that one that it tends to bring up some really deep emotions. But the Bright Future, this is, let's see, I've got 3 different things here. So brain power, where did I put brain power? Oh, here it is. Hi, Jillian. Brain power. This is the one I want you to just kind of tap on the back of your head. Again, Atlas and C1. And tap on this and say, I am calm. My irritation eases. My brain works perfectly. I have mental clarity and focus, and I am energized. So that would be the tapping for the brain power. Now the Bright Future is similar, but this one's a little bit different. So just tap again and say, I hold the vision. I allow myself to see. I focus my energy. And so between those 2, that can really help get you in a good state of mind to be able to see where your skill set can actually be of best use and how to tweak it and how to capitalize on it. But remember I talked to you a little bit about that chamomile. So this one is when you feel like you're stuck in a rut and you just can't pull yourself out of the spinning of why am I here? I don't have any skill sets to do anything with. I had been a stay-at-home mom for 16 years, and let me tell you, while I loved my, doing all that, and I love my children, boy, it can do a real number on a person's ego, and it can really make you start to doubt your worth and your validity in the workforce. And so this would have been helpful for me back then. I know I drank a lot of chamomile tea, but I think having the oil be a little bit more concentrated would have been even better. So this one, just tap again on this. And the phrase is, I detach. I am here for a purpose. Now, the book that I have been using for a lot of these particular tappings is, again, this particular one. It's, you can look for it, Releasing Emotions with Essential Oils. She focuses almost primarily with the Young Living blends. I also have used this one, the Essential Emotions, and this is primarily for doTERRA blends. If anybody out there has a source for one that is not tied to one of these larger companies, I would appreciate it, but I don't know of too many other people who are bringing the oils and the emotions together like this. I've just been finding it so incredibly helpful. So today, as I said, was all about figuring out how to make money and how to bring it in quickly, because again, I cannot stress this enough. Look at your skill set. Look at where there may be holes. There are so many online options as well as in-person things down the road. Look at this. Don't be afraid. Look at it from a space of, ooh, this will be fun, and get curious, because that's all about curiosity. If you need to put in images of the mentors you want to bring into your world, great. If they don't exist yet, describe them. How would they be able to help you? Maybe it's just one introduction you need, and you don't have to know who's going to make the introduction, but there's lots of different options. Anyway, so that's my suggestion. Stay tuned tomorrow for the last day of my 9-day series, where we're going to talk about fame and reputation. What are people saying about you when you're not around? Thanks so much for coming. Do you have any other questions or anything? Leave a comment for me below, and I will do my best to answer them. So thanks so much. Bye.